A Ferris wheel sits frozen in an empty amusement park. It opened for exactly 4 hours before the city died. 70,000 people vanished in a single afternoon. This is Pripyat, the city that time forgot. In 1970, the Soviet Union built a perfect city. Pripyat was designed for nuclear plant workers and their families. It had everything: schools, hospitals, pools, restaurants, and theaters. The average age was just 26 years old. Young couples, new families, a city bursting with life. Just 2 kilometers away stood the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. It was supposed to power the future of the Soviet Union. On April 25, 1986, reactor number 4 was scheduled for a safety test. Nobody knew they were 24 hours from the worst nuclear disaster in history. Nobody knew their perfect city would become a tomb. Today, a radiation sign marks the entrance to the exclusion zone. Beyond this point, 30 kilometers of silence. The road into Pripyat cuts through dense forest. Then, through the trees, you see it. Buildings, windows shattered, concrete crumbling, nature crawling up every wall. The main square once held celebrations and parades. Now, trees push through the asphalt. A propaganda slogan still hangs on the building. The party is our guiding compass. Inside, apartment block after apartment block. Doors hang open. Beds are still made. Shoes line the hallways. Family photos hang crooked on peeling wallpaper. A teddy bear sits in a crib, waiting for a child who never came home. In one apartment, a calendar is frozen on April 1986. Someone circled May Day. They were planning ahead. They didn't know they had 3 days left. At 1:23 a.m. on April 26th, Reactor 4 exploded. A column of radioactive fire shot 1,000 meters into the sky. It burned for 9 days straight. The explosion released 400 times more radiation than Hiroshima. But in Pripyat, nobody knew. People woke up for work. Children went to school. Some residents stood on a railway bridge to watch the strange glow. They called it the Bridge of Death. Everyone on it received lethal doses. The government stayed silent for 36 hours. On April 27th, at 2 p.m., they finally announced the evacuation. Take only documents and essentials. You'll return in 3 days. 1,200 buses arrived. 70,000 people left in 3 hours. Nobody ever came back. The city's amusement park tells the cruelest story. It was set to open May 1 for International Workers' Day, but on April 27th, desperate to keep people calm, they opened it early. For 4 hours, children rode bumper cars and the Ferris wheel. Their laughter echoed through a city already poisoned. By evening, those children were on evacuation buses. Today, the Ferris wheel's yellow cars swing in the wind. They've never carried passengers since that single afternoon. Inside school number 3, gas masks litter the floor. Not from the disaster, they were standard Soviet classroom equipment. But seeing them here, scattered among textbooks, creates a haunting image. The hospital basement held the firefighters' clothes. They were so radioactive, they're still there, sealed in concrete. Those firefighters absorbed radiation doses that should kill in hours. They bought time for others. Most died within weeks. Beyond the city lies the Red Forest. When Reactor 4 exploded, the pine trees absorbed massive radiation. They turned bright red, then they died. The Soviets bulldozed 4 square kilometers of dead forest. They buried it in trenches, but the radiation remains. Walking there today, your Geiger counter screams. In some spots, radiation levels hit 500 microsieverts per hour. That's more radiation in 1 hour than you'd normally get in a year. New trees have grown, but the soil beneath will stay poisoned for centuries. This is what we did to the Earth. This is what happens when we play with forces we barely understand. Today, 38 years later, Pripyat remains frozen. The radiation has dropped to levels that allow brief visits, but the exclusion zone will remain closed for 20,000 years. That's longer than recorded human history. Something unexpected happened in this dead zone. Without humans, nature exploded. Wolves, bears, lynx, and wild horses roam the streets. Eagles nest on rooftops. Bison graze in the squares. Pripyat has become one of Europe's largest wildlife sanctuaries. Life found a way, even here, even in the poison. The city that was too toxic for humans became paradise for animals. Walking through Pripyat, you feel the weight of absence. Every object tells a story of interrupted life. A coffee cup on a desk, a jacket on a chair. These people thought they'd be home in 3 days. They left behind entire lives, frozen in a single moment. Pripyat is a warning carved in concrete and radiation. It whispers, we are not invincible. We can destroy everything. But it also shows us something else. After we're gone, life continues. Nature is more patient than we'll ever be. If this story moved you, hit that subscribe button. Next week, we explore another place the world forgot. Tell me in the comments, would you visit Pripyat if you could? Until next time.